Hey everybody, it's Princess Paulbell here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Haunted. I'm gonna film. This is gonna be kind of a different video. So this is gonna be my culinary journey. I'm gonna do this a series. This is gonna be like I took how many classes in culinary school. So there's a lot to remember with everything, but I took these classes. A lot of bunch of you wanted to see to make this video. So, and I'll put pictures of stuff we did in school. So I'll put them in editing. So. The first I took from culinary school from 2015 2016. I worked from Disney from July 2006 to June 2007, like I've said, and I learned a lot in culinary school. Like when I first got there, I was so nervous, like with replying for everything. We had to like write an essay why we wanted to go to the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale, which is the international culinary schools at the Art Institutes. So, but I wanted to work for Epcot at Disney, so I needed to like international like cuisine. Like we learned about a bunch of different stuff like Latin and world cuisine and Asian and different. Just I didn't take European, which I would have done, but because I went to Disney at the time, baking, American regional, and I'll explain the different things as we go along. So, you first complete the application, and then you get into the school. So you have your orientation and everything like that, and you get your knife kit, which will give you a bunch of knives. And like if you have baking and pastry, there's two different. You can do either baking and pastry, or you can do just regular culinary. So a degree. So, I did regular culinary. I should have done both, but because baking is more my thing. But everything I did for the first class, you start as fundamentals. And you learn everything you need to know. You basically have your own cooking book, which is the size of my MJ Songs book. It's a basically dictionary. It's huge, but you have everything you need to know. You have like your ingredients. You have like everything, like different cooking methods and everything. So your first class you do is that, and you'll learn about different weeks. I think it's like how many weeks you learn. You learn about like stock and how to make stock, which stock is the base of any sauce or soup. So you learn how to make chicken stock and beef stock and vegetable stock, fish stock. Fish stock you don't cook as long. Vegetable stock you don't cook as long. But you learn how to make mirepoix. You learn how to. We have like this special kettle which we put stock in. So we took like the bones and we take our mirepoix, which is aromatic vegetables. Is a fancy word for that. Which is carrots, celery, and onions. So that's diced up and everything else. That's the base of any soup or sauce. So, you put the bones in. You put either a bouquet garni, which is a bunch of herbs tied together with like twine, like butcher's twine, and then you put your sachet, which is a sachet of spices, which is a French term. It is basically a sachet with different herbs and spices like celery, like stalks, and peppercorns, and bay leaf, different things. You put your stock on. If you do beef stock, you put like tomato paste on it, and you put it in the oven, and to give it a richer flavor with everything. So, but the second you learn is soups, and you learn how to make like cream of mushroom and tomato. We learned how to make like different soups, like split pea soup, French onion, minestrone, different soups. The bacon soup is really fun, which I love doing. French onion was super fun. You work with different ingredients, and the next week we worked with like different eggs and vegetables, and you learned how to make ratatouille, and you learned how to make eggs like omelets and different like that. Just different like ways to cook eggs. So there's a bunch of different ways to cook eggs. You can have them like everything like that. And learn how to potatoes and rice and all the different ingredients. But super fun. Learn how the different cooking methods, like dry heat method, wet heat method, like poaching and frying is a dry heat method, roasting is a dry heat method. Poaching is a wet heat method, and braising is a wet heat method, because you usually braise something that's really tough. Like pot roast, you braise that, because you don't want to like braise something that's like really like a tender meat, because it's gonna come out like it's gonna fall apart basically. You don't want to grill anything that's gonna be like a pot roast. It's gonna be really tough. So, but we learned how to like poach, and we made kebabs. We made like a gazpacho, We made different things. We did potato week. We made twice baked potatoes. I have a bunch of recipes basically, and each you have when you first go to culinary school, they give you your uniform. They give you your knife set, which you have all your different equipment in there, like spoons and your spatulas, your fish spatula. Spatulas basically, and you have your baking stuff, your baking pastry. So you have your chef coat, you have your hat, which you have to have, and you have to have your hair tied up if you have long hair. So it's all sanitation stuff. You have to take that too. So you have to pass that to surf tape to take more classes, which not a lot of people. I think I got 60% when I did it. So you have to it's all online when I did it. But and then if you don't pass it, you have to retake, which is I don't know how much it is with retaking it, but it's basically culinary boot camp, and then you go to different classes, baking a pastry, which is my favorite. Like I did, you learn like different breads and different like quick breads, and how to make muffins, and like chocolate mousse, which is a custard basically. You make creme brulee, different things. We made ice cream one time. We made pizza dough. We made all these things. We made fruit tarts, which you make the pastry cream for that, which is really interesting how to do that. So you make so you had to make cakes and cookies, and we had cookie week and just different things. And then we used to make pie week, which is we made a bunch of different pies. We made like quiche and everything. I remember and when we did fundamentals, we had quiche. Our batter leaked at the bottom, so we sealed it with cheese with the pie tin. So, but very fun. I remember we made ratatouille in culinary school, so that was fun. It's been a long time since I've done it, but and then we went on to American Regional, which is the cuisine of this country, like New England, Mid-Atlantic, Florida cuisine, basically like the island cuisine, and then like Cajun, middle America, basically like California, Hawaii, different like regions of this country we did. So I made a key lime pie, I remember that. I made gumbo with different things. The Cajun week was fun because my father is from Louisiana. He was born and raised there. He's also buried there. Rest in peace, Dad. But super fun. Then we made on to world cuisine, which is basically cuisine of Africa, India, the Middle East, Greece. We made baklava. We made different like spanakopita, which is the Food and Wine Festival, which is basically a phyllo dough with spinach and feta in it, which feta is delicious. I've made baklava before. I can probably do that on this. It's super harder to make, but it's definitely fun to do because it's like butter. But I use pistachio with mine. It's like basically butter phyllo. And then we made puff pastry and baking and pastry as well. I remember when I did my practical, we had to make a fruit tart, and unfortunately my fruit tart went on the floor, and it was so pretty, and Sharon gave me his, so thank you. We made pâte à choux, which is the base for like churros, and eclairs, and Paris breast, which is a circle pastry, and it's filled with pastry cream. Basically, you could fill it with whipped cream too, and like the swans, the different like swans, the profiteroles, cream puffs, stuff like that, which you could pre-cook the dough. It's super hard to do because you got to get it perfect. You can't add too many eggs to it, otherwise you have to start over. So we made creme brulee, which I left mine in the oven too long, and it curdled. So making creme brulee is one of my favorite things to do. I love it. But we took Latin cuisine, which is basically like Mexico, the Caribbean, South America. We learned how to do all the different countries. I can't remember everything, guys. It's been a long time since I've done everything. But we did like the traditional Mexico. We made like mole. We different like we made like I remember we made tortillas. Like we made churros, like the actual churros. So we took the masa. We made like actual like Mexican chocolate. We made dulce de leche, which you boiled milk down to make like the caramel base. It's like a that. So it takes a long time to do, which is super good. So I think we made crepes with that. We did different stuff. And then we did, what else did we do? I took different classes at Not Kitchen. I took like purchasing and like there's a class required to like fundamentals. It's basically all your like ingredients you learn about like vegetables and like your fish and different like things in your cookbook. You learn everything you need. You learn about your knife skills, sanitation, which is super important. It doesn't matter how good your food is. If you get somebody sick, you will get in trouble. So your reputation is over. You learn about all your equipment which you use in the kitchen, like your spatulas and all your like cooking equipment and everything, like what's a chinois, what's a china cap. Your different like ovens and everything, like pans, hotel pan. So there's a lot of information to know. What else did I take? I took a la carte, which we had a restaurant with connected to our. It was called the Chef's Palette, which we actually served the public. The first week we were in the dining room. We learned how to like set the table and serve guests and everything else like that. And then the second week we switched, which the person in the restaurant were in front of the house, and then we were in the back of the house. So I worked on like appetizers and then desserts, which is fun. We learned how to make different things, which is learn how to work in a restaurant, which I've actually have experience. Like, if you guys have any questions about working at Disney, let me know. But working in a restaurant is super fun, super hard at the same time. But we took also garmage, which is also like, it's basically salads and crudés, platters, fruit platters, different like sausages, like terrines. We did our bacon. We made that. We made pickles. We made the different things. Sausages is not my favorite thing to do because you have to do it specifically. Like, I'll explain the process of that because it's you have to have your equipment cold and everything. So, but not my favorite thing how to make. And then I took Asian cuisine, which is my favorite thing we did. We did Korean and we made sushi, and we did different stuff, and we did Vietnam. We made like just different things from, I can't remember everything. So, but super fun. You guys have any questions? My favorite cuisine was Asian. We made bulgogi, we made kimchi, we made sushi. We got to do that. We made tempura, which is actually, and if you've ever had tempura, it has like soda water in it with the batter, so make it nice and crispy. But yeah. So made pad thai. I made Asian ribs one time, I remember. So, but definitely really fun. We had to have our recipes every week. If we didn't have our recipes down, we couldn't cook. So, but definitely had to work in teams and everything. But if you guys want to know more about the culinary, just reach out to me on Instagram at Princess Pub. I also have a Twitter. I'll link it below. So this has been fun, guys. I will do more of these. We'll be starting a cooking series on my channel. I'll be making like the gray stuff, which will be super fun. Key lime pie. I'll be doing a collab with Thanksgiving. I think I'm gonna do a pumpkin pie. That would be fun. So, but start baking more, which I love to do. So until next time, you guys have a lovely day. Take care. Peace, love, Disney. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah.